Yeah, not only I got a new hat, I got a new background now. How cool is that? Actually, this is just the side of my room. I mean, like, where my desk is. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep going on with this new setting back behind me, but, you know, it's pretty cool. So I decided to do it. So yeah, what I really want to talk about today is Star Trek. Why? Because Star Trek Into Darkness is coming up real soon. Next week. How awesome is that? I am so excited for the movie. I mean, I bought IMAX 3D tickets to see it. I seen a bunch of trailers, commercials. Even I saw the 9-minute prologue clip in IMAX when I saw The Hobbit. I already reviewed about that, and that was really cool. So yeah, I could wait for the movie. So yeah, and I only got one more week away. So what could I do now while I'm waiting? I could talk about the other Star Trek movies. So I could talk about the other Star Trek movies. I mean, usually the old ones. Now, the old ones are such classic. I mean, when I watch a TV show, I always think it's cheesy, but, you know, it's clever. You know, it's got clever sci-fi stories and stuff. But usually it's the movies that are really good. The movies has, like, a bigger budget and a bigger effects and stuff. So, yeah. One thing to note about the old Star Trek movies is that usually the odd ones are pretty much the bad ones, and usually the even ones are pretty good. But I'm gonna try to review them all in one movie instead of having them in separate videos. So I decided, hey, why not? Why not just make a video of I review all the Star Trek movies in 5 minutes? I was gonna do 4, but then I wasn't really too good enough. So yeah, anyways, let's start this, shall we? Let's start all of the Star Trek reviews, including the J.J. Abrams movie, new movie, including J.J. Abrams remake. So, here we go. I have my iPod here to time it. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Star Trek, the motion picture. That was a pretty bad one. I mean, isn't the first one always supposed to be the best? Well, not always, but you know, it wasn't too good. It was trying to be like 2001: Space Odyssey, but you know, it's just making it slow, and they think the beautiful shots of the slow camera and looking at the ship. I'm just like, this is so boring. Don't do that. And also, I mean, the visuals are pretty good, and then again, the plot is just too out of control. So yeah, didn't really like Star Trek motion picture. Next, Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan is actually my favorite Star Trek movie, and actually my favorite movies ever. Why? Because it's got really good action sequences. The actors were really good. It's got a great climax at the end, and I really love the villain Khan. Khan was just so awesome. I mean, Khan was just like, yeah, he's just like awesome. I mean, usually about movies, it's always the villain. The villain is like the best part. So, yeah, I really love Khan. Khan was really good. So yeah, Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, definitely my favorite. Next one, Star Trek III, Search for Spock. Actually, this is one of those odd Star Trek movies that actually isn't that bad. It was pretty much okay. I mean, I like the plot, and I also really like the character development. The actors were still pretty good. Yeah, it's not that bad. Oh, you gotta give credit to the villain, Christopher Lloyd, as one of the Klingons. That is just awesome seeing the Klingons. Yeah, so, yeah. But my only problem is that actually it's really over the top goofy. Sometimes the effects are goofy, and sometimes the acting's a little goofy. But you know, I actually kind of like this one. So yeah, Star Trek 3, not that bad. Next one, Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. Voyage Home is actually better than Star Trek 3, and it's pretty much the funniest out of all the Star Trek movies. I mean, it was so cool. I love the way how they blended the comedy. My only problem is that the plot is just weird. I mean, there's this probe thing that's going to destroy the Earth, and the only way the Earth can be saved is that if humpback whales were singing into the probe, then he would go away. But then, during the Star Trek time period, humpback whales don't exist, so probe destroyed the Earth. But then the Star Trek crew has to go back to the 19th century and try to find humpback whales and bring it back to their own time period. I thought that was a real weird plot, but you know, it kind of works really well. Yeah. And it's pretty much the funniest. I love the way how they blend in the comedy. It's really done very well. Next one, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. This is like my second least favorite. Why? Because, you know, the plot is just bizarre. They try to blend into comedy like in the fourth movie, but they definitely fail at that. And, you know, I didn't like the villain. I was so confused if he was the villain or not. He's this Vulcan guy, and I'm just like, is he the good guy or bad guy? I don't know. The movie is just crazy. I didn't like it. Next one, Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. The Undiscovered Country was awesome. I mean, like, it's great seeing the old cast one more time in their last original movie. So yeah, it was really good. And you gotta give credit to Christopher Plummer as one of the Klingons. He is so awesome. Next one, Star Trek Generations. It's cool seeing Captain Picard and Captain J.T. Kirk together in one movie, but, you know, wasn't that too good. And it was a little bit way too annoying. So yeah, next one. So next one, Star Trek First Contact. Star Trek First Contact is my favorite Star Trek Generations movie. Also my second favorite Star Trek movies. I mean, why? Because I really like the plot. I really like the idea about the first contact thing, time travel. And then I also really like the Borgs. The Borgs were just awesome. Yeah. Next movie. Star Trek Insurgence. Actually, this one's actually the worst Star Trek movies ever. Why? Because the plot is just dull. The effects are just cheesy and fake, and, you know, and the aliens are I just really hate the aliens. I mean, they're just regular humans. I mean, it makes sense in the original show that they had to make humans as aliens, but, you know, you got a big budget movie, put some bumps on it or something. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Next one, Star Trek Nemesis. This is actually one of those. This is one of the even ones. Actually, that's not that good. You know, I didn't like the plot. I thought there was too much action sequences. Yeah. Then finally, Star Trek by J.J. Abrams. I really love this. I really love this remake. Actually, it's a prequel, and I really love the prequel. I love the way how they describe every character. There's a good twist. There's some good twists here and there. Like the Vulcan planet gets destroyed. Spock and Aurora get together. What? And, you know, the movie was really good. And J.J. Abrams did a really good job. First Star Trek should have improved a better villain, which I think they learned their lesson. Good job. You know what? I'm excited for his new movie. His movie is going to be great. So, yeah, and stop. That was 5 minutes. There you go. There's my 5-minute review of all the Star Trek movies. You know I didn't give them all ratings, but I'll give them all ratings. Star Trek The Motion Picture, D+. Star Trek II Wrath of Khan, A++, which that means it's my favorite movies. Star Trek 3, a C+. Star Trek 4 Voyage Home, B+. Star Trek 5, an F+. Star Trek 6, a B, just a regular B. And Star Trek Generations, D-, and then First Contact, A+. What was it? Oh yeah, Insurrection, F-. Nemesis, I would give that probably a D+. And the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, A+. Or actually, no, wait, A-. Sorry, yeah, A-. So yeah, really cool, huh? I cannot wait. Well, yeah, I cannot wait for the new Star Trek movie. It's gotta look so cool. And actually, the one thing I'm really mostly excited about in Star Trek is the villain. Now, you heard me talk about Benedict Cumberbatch all the time, but I cannot wait to see it. So yeah, my ultimate question today is, what is your favorite Star Trek movie? What's your favorite TV show? What is your favorite episode? Comment that down below. Check out my other videos. They're really cool. Like and subscribe. See ya.